guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Happy to have you here again. Today we're going to talk about one of the coolest epics out there, really. I slept on this guy for way too long. It is Klodd Beastfeeder. Before we jump into him, how you guys doing? I got to be real with you guys. I feel a little guilty because a couple days ago, I complained about the weather here in New England, and boy, I guess old England has it so much worse. Really, a lot of you guys over in Europe are just absolutely just roasting right now. Record high temps. I get a news alert every hour on my phone about a new record high temperature.
This is fine.
Just a reminder to check in, excuse me, with elderly that may be in your life, because can be oppressive, especially on somebody with, who's old or who has underlying medical issues as well. So, call those grandparents, your parents, whomever is in your life, and just make sure they're okay. Stay cool, guys. Stay cool.
Everybody be cool. You be cool.
All right, so Klodd Beastfeeder. Why do I love this dude so much? Man, I should have upgraded him so long ago.
Excuse me, do you speak English?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Oh. My car's broken down, and I wondered if you could tell me where to find a garage.
Yeah, well, that's wasted on me. I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't speak any English at all?
Not a word. No. It's one of those things where I wish I paid more attention in school.
So why is this guy so good? Well, he's an HP-based champion. He's tanky. And he does things that nobody else in the entire game does. And that's what I'm looking for when investing in any new champion, especially after playing the game for a long period of time where you have a decent collection of champions. There gets to be a point where you're just being very redundant in the champions that you max out and you upgrade, right? And I would, err on the side of caution with upgrading new champions if you haven't fully upgraded the champions or booked out the champions that you have. And that's why it's important to diversify between legendary and epic champions and rare champions too. That way you're not, find yourself working on 4 legendaries and you have 4 legendary books for all of them combined.
I only have $1.
And as I said, he does things that nobody else in the entire game does, which is great. On his A1, he has a decreased crit rate, and that's a 50% chance of landing a 30% decreased crit rate. This is noteworthy for the A1. We have a dependable decreased crit rate champion. That makes him instantly viable in, say, Clan Boss, where the Clan Boss only has a 15% crit rate, so you can mitigate that just off of the A1. So it's a nice thing to have. There's not a lot of decreased crit rate champions, especially on an A1 out there in the game. The books are not too bad on this guy. His A3 even better, only 2 levels, and it's both on cooldown. On his A2, Get Behind Me. Plays a shield buff on all allies equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. So a great shield based on his HP, scales really well, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Now we get to the special part. Beast Escape. He's the only champion in the entire game who has increased speed and increased accuracy, both the big versions, on a 3-turn cooldown as well. So this dude's coming in with the decreased crit rate, the shield, the increased speed, the increased accuracy. Increased accuracy is such a powerful buff, especially in progression. You don't have to worry about getting resisted or building, maybe you don't have your Great Hall even anywhere close to max on your accuracy. That can really help out. Accuracy auras and increased accuracy can really help you out, and increased speed is really the quintessential buff in Raid Shadow Legends. Put it right up there with, strength and increased defense. It's really important to have, although very different than those ones. But increased speed and increased accuracy on 3-turn cooldown, fantastic. And then delicious giblets, making me hungry over here, Klodd.
If I ever woke up as a donut, you would eat yourself. I wouldn't even question it.
We have heals the ally with lowest HP by 10% of their max HP at the start of this champion's turn. So now we have a heal on whoever needs it the most on the passive. Very cool. What a cool champion. He's good. I prioritize HP on this dude. I got him almost to 100k. That's gonna be almost 20k shield on a 3-turn cooldown. That's great. We put some defense on him. We tried to build him fast, right? I like a support champion like this, an increased speed champion like this, to be fast, increased accuracy champion. That way we can try to keep those buffs up on the rest of our allies as long as we possibly can. And then on top of that, I have his accuracy actually pretty low at 154, so we're not gonna be landing that decreased crit rate rate as consistently as we'd like to in this specific build. If you are using him, depending on that decreased crit rate, which you can use against any dungeon boss, and it is going to be effective. Again, 15 to 30% crit rate on all of those bosses. You can mitigate those really hard-hitting attacks. You do have to build them with some accuracy, though. I decided to forego it, and we don't care about damage on this dude. He's not a damage dealer. He's a support, all-out support and buffer for your team. So fairly easy to build, especially if you're not stressing out about the accuracy, okay? So we put HP, HP, and HP on the ring, the amulet, and the banner. We went speed on the boots. We went HP percentage on the chest. We went HP percentage on the gauntlets. I threw a relentless set on him because why not? Let's have him going more often. Obviously, every extra turn that procs on this champion is going to reduce the cooldown, again, of that A2 and the A3 ability. Keep that increased speed up there almost all the time on our allies and the increased accuracy. So we got the trip roll of speed there, nice on the shield, and that's how I built the dude. In terms of masteries, guys, I went down and I picked up War Master to deal some damage against bosses from this champion. Just kind of hugged the left-hand side, as you guys can see here. And then, on the support side, we went with HP. Now, I think we should have went with not Exalt and Death. We should have went with Lay on Hands because of that passive. We should have went on Lay on Hands there. You know what?
What the dog doing?
Ah! I already reset it once during the build here. Well, do as I say, not as I do. Go Lay on Hands, certainly, because we want to get the Lay on Hands for the extra heals off of that passive. It does add up. Shield Bearer is also going to be quintessential for this champion. Increase the value of shield buffs the champion casts by 5%. We can get rid of Exalt and Death. We don't need it. We went in, picked up Rapid Response, went down to Lore of Steel, and we picked up Sniper to increase the odds of landing the decreased crit rate on the A1, and lasting gifts, most importantly, to extend the duration of the increased speed, the shield, and the increased accuracy that he's bringing to the table. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and talk about where we can be using this champion. Really everywhere, right? Certainly Faction Wars. This guy's a beast carry for Faction Wars. That shield is going to be pumping up all the time. The heal on the passive, fantastic with the buffs. But I don't have Faction Wars open right now. So let's go over to Spider. Let's go over to Spider. I put together a couple, you know, a little bit more accessible teams, guys. We went with Armiger. There you are. What's up, Armiger? We went with Armiger. I need to shave, man. Jeez.
I have suffered enough.
Cold Heart, Klodd, Royal Guard, and Deke. So we can run like Stag Knight there as well. Obviously, it doesn't have the speed in all battles or lead, but you know, I think that most of these champions are fairly accessible to a lot of you guys, and there's good substitutions if not. So obviously, if you don't have, you can put in a champion like Husk. Granted, not against Spirit Affinity, but maybe you have 2 Royal Guards, maybe you have 2 Cold Hearts. You can sub those in there. Either way, you can run another Armiger if you want to, right? The nice thing about this team is it's not going to be super fast, but it's not going to be super slow. And it doesn't, you can substitute really easily on a team like this, right? Because, you know, I mean, we're going to stay alive, essentially, right? We're going to stay alive, so we're not worried about dying because of that great shield that he's bringing to the table on that 3-turn cooldown. And that increased accuracy certainly helps, especially on the Heartseeker abilities to decrease the turn meter of the Spider from those Cold Hearts, not to mention Deacon Armstrong, who I think I have him like half naked right now.
I'm bringing sexy back.
You're half naked.
An optimist would say I'm half dressed.
Meaning that I don't have a bunch of, I don't have full gear on him. Armiger 2 is in some of my, you know, worst gear on the account. So really, it's kind of a nice starter team, right? And you can use a team like this really against any level Spider up to stage 20, right? After that, you got to kind of go to the HP burn strategy or try to have kind of a hybrid. But this super effective way to farm Spider, especially, you know, it's going to be what, 1 minute and 10 seconds or so till we get back to the other Heartseeker abilities and the Royal Guard's takedown ability. But really, I mean, I feel like this is all because, not all, but a lot of this is because of Klodd there, right? The increased speed certainly helps. The shield has helped keeping the team alive. And then we kill the Spider in about 1 minute in 17, 18, and 18 seconds. There we go. So not bad at all, guys. Great strategy. And he's just the bastion of the team, the big fella, the Klodd Beastfeeder. I always got to be careful with saying his name there. So he doesn't kill you on the stat sheet, right? He doesn't really impress you. He did come up with 64k in the heals, so not too bad there. But, you know, for the most part, he's just there to buff and keep everybody alive, right? It doesn't really show up that much on the final tally here. You can use this guy in dungeons, right? In basically any of the dungeons. Fire Knight, only a single hitter on his A1, but again, that shield and the increased speed and accuracy, you might need that on your team to help, you know, reduce turn meter from other champions like Coldheart that you may have on your Fire Knight team. But especially Ice Golem, he's gonna help tremendously with keeping your champions alive against the Ice Golem himself. I've said that I had this team together here. Should I show you this team, or should I just tell you that it took me 5 minutes to beat the Ice Golem 25 using this squad?
I think I'll pass.
I guess I won't show you, but this is a sample team that I ran with him. War Maiden, Silva Drakes, Archbishop Penthroid's always on the mind. Archmage Helmet, Geo, and Klodd. Easy peasy, right? To take down the Ice Golem just takes a little bit longer. And this is stage 25 as well. But you can use a team like this and you're gonna be a-okay, right? We got double stun there, we have the shield, we have damage mitigation, we have the debuffer in War Maiden. Fantastic squad. Again, not the fastest out there, but this is a really good progression team to help you get better gear so you can unlock better champions and, you know, move a little bit faster, right? So I'm not gonna show you the run, take my word for it, right? Let's go to, wait, haha, I can buy him, but I won't, says Agalins. Who are you gonna buy? Oh, Ragash. Well, in case you missed yesterday's video, we talked about Ragash. We talked about... Dude, by the way, guys, quick side note. I mean, good God. This is ridiculous. Grand Alliance, if you're watching this video, what the heck is wrong with you guys? With the Clanverse clan just started this morning, and they already have almost 6 million. I mean, unbelievable. And the cool thing about this clan, though, is that everybody contributes. It's not like one guy with 2 million on their side, right? Everybody's contributing over 100,000 points to Clan vs. Clan. That's pretty incredible. Hats off to you guys, all jokes aside. The Arena, you could use him as a very cool kind of arena champion. I have him with Ragash on the same squad here, with Magnar as well. This might be a pretty speedy team with Lord Shazar there, but they have no speed booster. So we can use him. He doesn't have the speed boost, but we can use him in the same way, coming in with increased accuracy to help our debuffer, in this case Ragash, land his decreased defense or whatever. Just make sure you speed tune appropriately so he's going before your debuffer. But the increased speed is helpful, and he's going to help, obviously, your debuffer land their decreased defense so your nuker can come in and clean up very well. I love the versatility on this champion, you know. Let me go ahead and take it off auto here, guys. Make myself a little bit smaller. And then let's go in with the, so we have increased accuracy, increased speed up here. You can see for 3 turns each, so lasting gifts proving very advantageous. Here's, boom. So we land only 1 stun there. Ragash, what's up with that, man? Magnar comes in, cleans things up very nicely though. And now we can just kind of cycle here and we'll be good to go. But yeah, like I feel like he's a great kind of flex spot, right? Especially if you don't have all the best speed gear in the world, right? You don't have the fastest arena team out there. He can help keep your team alive, especially when you pair him. Look at this team. We have Arbiter, you know, who's a little squishy, right? Especially how we have her built. But the rest of the team, we have defense based on Ragash, and we have HP based on Klodd, and HP based champion on Magnar. So this is a good team that, hey, if we go first, fantastic, we go first. If we don't go first, this team can stay alive because of that shield in the defense HP based champions long enough so we can still win the battle even if the other team happens to go before we do. So let's go ahead and jump right back into things here. That time we land stuns around and boom, easy peasy. I really like this team. And I like him. I'm not going to sit here and say that he is, you know, the be-all, end-all, like you'll see a bunch of Klodd Beastfeeder inside Platinum Tier Arena. But let's be real, guys. I mean, it's not all about Platinum Arena pushing to Platinum, although it can be fun. It's really about efficiently farming your Great Hall, right? I mean, I'm still right on that, right? You guys still agree. That's what we really care about that's 99.9% of players out there, I imagine, They really care about actually, you know, farming their Great Hall. They don't care about pushing to Platinum, and I feel like a champion like this can certainly be useful here. Let's see if we can beat this team. I'm skeptical if we can. This one might be an L, but let's try. Who cares, right? Let's try a little bit. Let's up the caliber of opponent here. They're gonna go first, and they're gonna nuke me down.
I got your back.
Nope.
Let's not celebrate too fast.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Yep. Lysandra. So I don't have this team properly speed tuned. In a perfect world, okay, wait, right?
What is there about no that you just don't understand?
Okay, no, we died. Okay, we called it. In a perfect world, we would have Klodd a little bit faster. That way he could sneak in right after Arbiter. Wasn't the case there, unfortunately. All right, let's go against the squad here, right? There's a little bit here. We get our revenge against Leo. And then we have Siphi, Mithrala, and Arbiter on the squad. So Mithrala probably has around an 800, 900 resist. Let's see if we can land this with the increased accuracy. Nope, still can't. Mithrala Lightbane is insane. She's insane. All right, let's come back in here. Kill everybody else. There we go. Dude, Magnar doesn't care. Leo, you can't kill us all in one shot, man. Can he kill us in 2 shots? No. Leo, down. All right, let's go ahead and do one more squad here, guys. Let's do this very tanky team. This is one of those annoying teams that this battle could last 3 hours, you know? You guys ever do that? You ever spend a lot of time in an arena battle that's just basically a draw, but you refuse to lose? And then eventually you're like, okay, fine, exit battle, fine. I've been there a few times, if you can't tell. All right, but again, I mean, this really a solid spot for a champion like this. Is a lot different than Yoshi the Drunkard, but Yoshi also is like a pretty solid, I think underrated arena champion who has increased accuracy as well, but he has some CC instead of the increased speed, so it depends on what you need. But again, this team is incredibly capable, really fun to play with, and I think that Klodd overall, I could sit here, and show you him in every dungeon, every Doom Tower, you know, area that you need him. But the truth is he's so versatile, so flexible, that as long as you're not going against Force Affinity, even if you are sometimes, you're going to be able to get buy-in and gain a lot of utility from this champion. So don't sleep on him like I did, guys. Let's wrap the video there, guys. That's all I have to say about this champion. In the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. Guys, sorry, this video is off the rails. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like the content here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and as always, take care, guys.